Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So, your modern love of Hyderabad is here, and I think this is your love to Hyderabad.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a city that I'm extremely proud of and extremely a part of. Yeah.
Yes. So, anyone who go through your filmography, it is pretty much evident that you are not into love stories. And what made you take up this project, which is filled with all love?
Uh, it's funny you should ask me that because the first time it was offered to me by Eli Hiptullah, who was producing the show, I said no for the same reason because I was like, I'm not doing any stupid love stories. But she said, please watch the original Amazon show, Modern Love. And even after watching it, if you think that it's not something that appeals to you, then it's fine. We won't do it. And I watched it. And to be perfectly honest, literally after I watched the first episode, I was like, okay, I'm doing the show because as long as you're not placing any boundaries on me to tell the same man woman love story, then I'm totally open. I can explore so many different relationships, and it's a challenge because that show is so good that I knew the standards were really really high that we had to aim for. So that's how I ended up doing this.
Absolutely, sir. And here, after watching the trailer, one can understand that love is not in form of like it can be in any form, like not in between the two individuals, a male and a female. It can be in any form. And you have explored all parts of the love stories, I guess, in this web series.
Yeah, we wanted to, sort of put our best foot forward for the first season. So we had a bank of hundreds of articles that we could select from, and it took a fair amount of time, but we finally selected these 6 stories because this gave us a good mix of different kinds of relationships, and we felt that actually by exploring them we could at least see also in the Telugu context, there are
Yes.
not many anthologies, right?
Yes,
These
totally.
correct. There are some already out there on some of the other platforms, but that was the challenge. How can we tell 6 stories that we engage the audience and get them used to anthologies? So I'm hoping that we did a reasonable job. Let's see. July
It's
8th
a
will know.
fabulous job. So it's a fabulous job, we must say, and we are looking forward for the web series as well. And as we have seen already, seen this Modern Love of New York, Modern Love of Mumbai, and what kind of nativity you brought in as in Hyderabadi in you.
See, when one is associated with the city, right, and especially when you've grown up in it, when you have a good sense, then you know the different aspects that you want to showcase to the rest of the world.
Yes.
So, uh, being a true blood Hyderabadi, I know enough of Hyderabad that I feel confident I can introduce the unknown viewer to many different parts.
Yes.
And I'll specifically talk about the 3 stories that I dealt with. There were 3 different stratas. One story was set predominantly in the slums. One was set in old city, the
Yes.
area around Charminar. The third was set in Gachibowli. So I was able to cover many different stratas. So that was very exciting for me also as a filmmaker to visually do different things. And of course, as a Hyderabadi, I had to deal with food. So
Yes.
one episode, a huge chunk of it is devoted to food.
Yes, totally. And it's like all mouth watering. Food is
Yeah.
all waiting for the series. And if we have seen the trailer, it's like every frame is filled with the celebration of talent. It's like all the talented actors were there in the series, each and every series, and it's like a perfect blend of old and new talent. So, how did the casting happen, and what were you going through when you're selecting each and individual character?
Um, we were very clear from the beginning that for this show, see, I'm known a lot for working with new actors. I have worked with established actors. But even when I make movies in Hindi or do shows, I try and find new talent. It's something I enjoy a lot. But in this, we are very clear from the beginning that we will go for established actors who I like. Some were very easy, like Revati and Suhasini. These were people that I grew up very much
Yes.
watching their films, so I knew exactly who they were, and I knew I wanted to work with them if an opportunity was there. And uh, it ended up that for one story, I needed this grandma character, and I approached Swasni, so I she ended up doing it. For another one, the mother character, the Muslim mother character, it was Revati, so
Yes.
I got her. But the beauty about doing this show is we actually had sure, definitely. I was approaching them, but we also had the requisite support from Amazon in terms of budgets and all that to be able to hire big name actors. And that uh, was a very enjoyable process for me because I have never worked actively with so many different actors in the Telugu industry.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for me, it was fantastic. And then for one of the uh, other directors, Devika, we happened to get Naresh Garu, which
Yes.
was another, you know, truly wonderful moment because I grew up
Absolutely.
loving his films, just absolutely loving his films.
Yes.
So
Same.
it was wonderful to meet him, and so it was an extremely enjoyable process for me.
So I must say that Telugu industry has been looking forward for your movies, for the direct Telugu films. Like Good Luck Saki has happened very recently, and now the web series is also happening. So is there any future intentions to make a direct theater release in Telugu soon?
I hope so. I really hope so. I think, especially doing this show and working with different Telugu actors has given me uh, the confidence and the joy that
Yes.
see a lot of direction is about having a good relationship with the actors and
Yes.
also enjoying the process. I've been making films in Bombay now for over 20 years, so my association directly with the Telugu industry has been very little. But through Good Luck Saki and the show, I got to work with a bunch of wonderful actors, and now I think I'm totally ready to uh,
Oh, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, do more
we,
stuff in the film industry. Yeah.
Yes, yes, we are definitely looking forward, sir. And there are many talented actors who are waiting for this opportunity to grab on as well, I must say. So, Kukunoor, sir, it is known pretty much evident that Kukunoor, sir, will take his own sweet time to make a movie. So,
Yeah.
basically, when you are not filming, what Nagesh Kukunoor will be doing? Thinking about the
Um,
next
you,
script?
See, I like traveling a lot. So before the pandemic derailed everyone's life, uh, virtually all my free time is spent traveling. Uh, because the only richness I genuinely feel one can get in life are experiences and the joy of traveling to other countries and meeting different kinds of people is something that I truly enjoy. So that takes up the bulk of my time. Other than that, it's just the usual normal stuff. Uh, every 2 or 3 weeks, even though I'm working in Bombay, I'm in Hyderabad because my entire friend circle is in Hyderabad. And one of the most enjoyable things that has happened is I remember when uh, I used to live in Hyderabad before I went to the US. We didn't have any plan. Random people would show up at your house, you'd go to someone else's house.
Yes.
And all that after we became adults and had been living in the US, all that changed. You had to call people and meet them and all that. Now to go back to that life is beautiful. Just to hang out with my friends, have no agenda, just chill.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Extremely normal, boring lifestyle. But yeah, I do a lot of outdoorsy stuff also. I I I work out a lot. I hike a lot. So I do those things. Yeah,
That's some inspiration for the day, sir. I
I
must
hope
say.
so. No, but one has to stay in shape because shooting, I'm telling you, is not an easy thing. and it's no place for the weak.
Yeah. So one last question would be, I would like to know that how Nagesh Kukunoor will be picking up the stories, because most of the stories it's like we stay connected. So is these stories like are these stories coming from the society itself? Are you because your vision of the society is very different.
See, I think at the core of my personality, I think I'm an idealist. So I like to believe in the goodness of humanity for the most part. So I think when I read stories, when I hear of such things, either in the news or somewhere else, I think those appeal to me. So I'm very instinctively drawn towards them. So those are the kinds of stories that I like to tell. Uh, and the bottom line is the story has to make sense with me first. I have never worried about what the audience will think of my movies, because I think if I do a good enough job with the story that I believe in, then I think even the audience will enjoy it. It's not a guarantee, but I think I think
Yeah.
there's a better chance of them enjoying it if that happens. So that's
Yes.
how I pick my stories, just stories which appeal to my heart.
Absolutely, sir. The stories appeal to your heart are appealing to our hearts as well. So we are looking for many such stories coming from you. So please get back to us with many such love stories as well and your kind of stories as well. Thank you so much, sir. This is a wonderful time ahead.
Thank you, Chitralega. My pleasure.
Thank you.